Welcome to Remote Reality. This is Lauren.
And this is Dee.
Hey, Channel Surfers. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. We are back with 90 Day Hunt for Love, the boy that's still married. How scandalous.
What in the world are we going to do? A married contestant or player?
A playa, did you say?
Yeah, a player.
Well, we'll just have to see how this unfolds.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the hosts side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Now, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like our content. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that follow button on your podcast apps and leave us a review. That helps us so much. It helps get people over to us. And stay tuned. The end of the episode, we're going to announce a little appreciation for our channel surfers. You're giving us a chance, so we want to give you a chance to sweeten your summer and win 2 chances at $50. And we will tell you how to enter those contests at the end of the episode. So just stay tuned for that. So 90 Day Hunt for Love. You're looking at the picture of Dee and some of the 90 Day crew. We still don't have her on camera yet, but I was getting some major Gilligan Island vibes from the cast today.
It was very similar to Gilligan's Island, the contest and the challenges, the places they did them. So we just had to go with it.
Well,
you had a great
also
idea.
the looks. Gilligan Tim with his Gilligan hat. I mean, I was just getting the Gilligan vibes. So this is what you're seeing. You are seeing Dee as Marianne and the rest of the crew. We've got the Thurgood Howell and Lovey Howell. They are Cortney and Usman. Who else? The ones who say that the money is more important than the love. Anyway, as we go through the episode, we will explain these characters. But this one, I am not happy about some of the choices that are being made. There is an obvious choice that nobody is picking, which is Jay, the hot guy from week 1 is back. Why isn't anybody picking him? He's so hot. I'm mad.
Well,
mad about it.
I don't know. We'll just have to. I think we should write the show, make a complaint.
Well, or
Lauren wants to see more of Jay.
I want to see more of Jay. Maybe I'll get my single friends to slide into his DMs. Hey, ladies. Yeah, he was back, and I was real excited about that. But 90 Day Hunt for Love. This is season 1, episode 5. High five. The boy who's still married. So we're starting out in this little pool with Jennifer and Cortney. And they're just getting caught up about, the wild night last night. Now, Cortney, she's about to get called out on her shit.
Yes, she is. Jen is about to ask her, why did you go and tell Tim?
I didn't. And she goes into this playing dumb. She is not dumb. You guys remember, she works in finances. She compares things to doing tax returns later in this episode. She's not dumb, but she plays it. And it works. She's like, oh, well, I thought that Tim would like seeing you dance with Cole because, he's into that sort of thing. So I just thought I was helping. Oops. Oops.
Row.
Yeah. And Jennifer buys it.
She does, because she probably actually, unlike Cortney, is not as smart at playing dumb.
No. And whatever Cortney did summons Cole over because poof, he's there. He's like, do you mind if I hang out? And Cortney says yes. And he's just like, okay, I'll sit down. Yeah, she does mind. Get to step in.
Yeah, Cortney's gone. We just have Jen and Cole now at the pool.
He's going to get her some more drinks. Bring an extra one for Jen. She might need it.
Or 2.
So I thought that Cole was being really defensive here.
I thought, I was so upset with him. I'm like, to me, he sounded like he was talking to her like she was a child.
Yes. I agree.
And he was saying some really weird things. Like, why wouldn't you just say you were so close, you were almost kissing? Why was it your lips were this close to his lips? And, and
why is it any of your business, dude? You've been there 3 days.
Yeah, but it was just so weird. Like,
she's not your girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I just kind of fixated on a couple of things he said during that time, you know, because it's a kiss. You almost kissed. So why didn't you just say that? Yeah.
But why even say it? He has no standing to say it.
No. And then he just goes in to basically tell her what she did wrong the night before.
Oh my gosh. And he says that Jennifer's trying to gaslight him and not fully fessing up to what happened the night before, which he doesn't know what happened in the rooms. And to be fair, we don't either. I have a feeling that the scene of them hooking up was a different night because we don't see them in the same clothes. There's like a laptop on the bed that wasn't there earlier in the night. We just see them both walk in without any clothes on. So it's very possible that that did not happen the first night. But all he knows is that they almost kissed on the bus or out at the party. So like, what's he expecting her to fess up to? She owes you no explanation. Nothing. You're not owed an explanation.
I don't know. He was going on and on about her just basically like shoving him out of the way and going right around him to talk to Rob in front of her. But she was mad. She was mad because he had shushed her.
Yes. I was mad that he shushed her.
Everyone was mad. Everybody there that night was sitting there saying he's acting like she's his wife.
And that's not even true. Like, he's acting crazy. Continuing into this next day, he has no place to say anything. She is there to meet people. She went and hung out with you for like maybe 30 minutes. That's it. She has interest in you. You haven't gotten her yet, bud. And the way you're acting, I don't think you're going to get her.
I don't know. She does go ahead and forgive him, quote unquote. We'll see. But I think he's got red flags all over him. I do not like his behavior, his interactions with her, anything.
Yeah, he said, I made you feel really bad because I felt bad. No. And then when they talk about what's important, he says communication is important. All right, so why don't you communicate that you're feeling bad instead of just making the other person feel bad?
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like a good idea if communication is so important to you, bud.
Yeah, I thought he was a real jerk at the pool.
She says she knows that he was probably upset with her leaving with Rob and he apologized for it. So she took that as a sign of maturity. The fact that he is getting his panties in a wad over her talking to other guys on day 3 is a huge sign of immaturity. Like, he apologized because you felt bad, not because he felt bad for how he acted, not because he thinks he did anything wrong.
Right.
He still is waiting on an apology from her.
And this is supposed to be the issues that she had when she was like with Tim. He was saying, you know, she had all of these ex-jealous boyfriends and she didn't want that. And he was trying to reassure her with the lap dance stuff. So,
right.
And here she's this
fallen
guy.
into that pattern. Right back in it.
Yeah, now she's got this guy. It's doing the exact same thing.
Jennifer.
Bless her heart.
It's not one or the other either. You can just walk away from both of them.
Yeah.
So now we're going into the compatibility challenge. We got the coaches out and we've got something to play.
I think Colt thinks this is a good opportunity for him to score big with Cortney too.
Yeah. Well, I think him and Usman are both coming in swinging. They're ready to hit some balls.
Literally.
So, gosh, I feel like we're aging ourselves so much in this episode. We're starting out with the whole Gilligan's Island thing, and now I'm about to bring up the Newlywed Game. This definitely reminded me of the Newlywed Game, where they would ask newlyweds a question and then they would pop up their answers. But first question, how often would you like to have sex? Every couple of times a week? Or a couple of times a day? Colt, what's your answer?
Hourly. The dude says hourly.
Like, is he doing this with a blow-up doll or his hand in his computer? Who's he banging hourly?
I have no idea, but I would be like, run. If I was a girl sitting there, I would run.
If you can still walk after that, my gosh, hourly. I mean, maybe he's not packing much. Maybe it's like a finger, but woo. Yeah, that's a lot. And Usman, he says weekly. Colt says, I don't know if that's because he's with women in his 60s. You know what? I'm in my 40s. couple of times a week, that might be too much. Sounds more my speed, though. I'm tired.
Cortney, she doesn't know what to think. She's trying to decide here. I think she said...
Well, I think she did decide.
She did. She did.
She said that she would rather have to like chase a guy to get laid than to have someone that's humping her leg, which definitely means Tim is out of the picture, because the next question has to do with whether or not you want kids. And Tim says no kids and no small dogs, because apparently his exes replaced him with small dogs. So does he hump legs? I'm just thinking him and Cortney, not a good match. So, good thing they haven't found each other. You don't want someone humping your legs, stay away from Tim. And then the big question, which is more important, love or money? All right, Dee, you go first. We're going to answer this one.
Well, for me, it would definitely be love. And I think the majority of the people in that group said that. However, there were two who did not. Who were the two?
That was Cortney and Usman, which is why on our little Gilligan Island journey, they are Mr. and Mrs.
The millionaires.
The millionaires. So, yeah, man, that was interesting. And I was flipping back and forth between it.
They seem to have some valid points,
They did. Because Colt's feeling really insecure right now. And like Usman says, he's probably living in his car or something. But he doesn't have money. And Cortney said money. And he goes, well, what if money goes away? Fair point.
Mm-hmm.
But then Cortney counters with, what if love goes away? And then Colt counters with, love doesn't go away. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Pump the brakes, Colt. You've been married a few times. Isn't that love going away? Like, obviously, that's what happens when that lovey-dovey feeling wears off for Colt.
Yeah, otherwise there would not be divorces every single day.
No, like, marriage is about commitment. You hang in there, you make things work. The love, it can come and go. I mean, you're with somebody long enough, you have seasons, but it comes back around if you keep working at it. But Colt, he just pieces out. Bye.
Yeah, well, I think it kind of solidifies Cortney and Usman kind of being more of a better match. Unfortunately, I'm not an Usman fan, but we'll see. I don't know.
Money, love. I would say compatibility matters most. Being on the same page about finances is a compatibility thing. If you're both big spenders, if you're both frugal, then you have the same kind of groove there. But if you got one person that's a big spender and one person that's frugal, you're going to have some conflict. Like, you want to be on the same page about money. You want to be on the same page about things that are important to you. If that's not a deal breaker, then that's fine. But so I would have to say money, because love, to me, it's more about compatibility. That one was hard, though. I kept going back and forth because I wouldn't want to marry someone for money. I would want to have my own thing going on. Like, I want to be able to take care of myself, support myself, so that when somebody is compatible in other ways, then it works. But love isn't everything. It's about I don't know. It's about compatibility.
Yeah. But if you're self-sufficient, you don't look at money even as a factor when dating and in relationships.
You might not, but what if you're making all the money and your spouse is blowing all the money?
Well, I guess it just depends on whether or not that bothers a person or not.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it definitely can be a big thing. Like, if you're sitting there like, no, I like to drive older cars. God, this is so me. And I'm like the Dave Ramsey over here, don't buy new cars. And then your spouse is like, we need a car. And you're like, we need a car. Like, we need nothing. You don't need a new car. No one needs a new car. But I digress.
Yeah. I think Cortney's whole point was just she would rather have somebody that has a job, is making money than picking somebody just because of love.
Her mom says she can fall in love with anybody. So
exactly.
Pick the money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one was interesting, but definitely had me in a little thought experiment there. So I'm with Team Usman and Cortney just because the compatibility part.
Yeah, I'm still going to go with love.
I did flip-flop, though. I did go back and forth on it. So, fun little game. Thanks, dating coaches, for making me think that much on a Monday.
Yeah.
So Carlo and Tiffany. Am I finding myself swinging toward Team Porn Stash?
Yes.
If I have to choose between the two, yes. I mean, really, I would just be swinging off the cliff and diving in the ocean and swimming back to shore. Get away from this island, but...
Did you ever think that would come out of your mouth after watching this show from the beginning?
That I'm going to jump off a cliff and swim away from all of these guys? Yeah, probably.
No, that you were going to swing towards Porn Stash.
If I have to swing in one direction, that... Oh, gosh. Red flags.
What the hell is wrong with these men today?
He is in his mid-30s. And Tiffany tells him, I've been married. I've had a child. And he's like, whoa. Well, I just had this idea. I had this idea since I was like 10. And I'm going to meet this woman and everything's going to be perfect. And we're going to have our first kids together. Mid-30s. Wonder why you haven't found anybody yet.
Can't imagine why.
Can't imagine.
I think that was highly unrealistic in his expectations at this point in his life.
Any point. Like, if you want kids or you don't want kids, that's one thing. Like, I don't know. And I guess it's very personal because to me, I think any kid, you're going to love them. And I don't know. That's a tough one. That one definitely, he's got to figure out what he wants, but he shouldn't be on the fence about it. And if he's not in it 100%, she needs to go. She shouldn't be sitting there saying, I hope he gives me a chance. She should be saying, this isn't going to work. I've got a 14-year-old and a 5-year-old. Your response is all that she should need to know. Tiffany needs to leave.
Yeah, I mean, she felt it from him before he even opened his mouth. She noticed a physical change in his, tension in his body, the way that he was looking.
I felt it from him.
I did too. And I was just like, whoa. I mean, completely took me off guard. I did not expect this from him. I thought
he would want an honest answer.
Super honest.
Can you handle the truth? What? Carlo, what?
It was super
gross.
He used the word super honest. Like,
well, here's this. I wish she would have given him his super honest answer about how he needs to just like grow the fuck up.
I don't know what it is with these men today. Like they are just saying the weirdest, most awkward and stupid things possible.
Tiffany sits there and is like, I hope he reconsiders. No, your children should not be a reconsideration. If the answer isn't like, oh, awesome, tell me about your kids, then it's a no.
Yeah. Well, she did say she was not going to prioritize him anymore.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Porn Stash is definitely looking a lot better.
Oh, no, jump off the side. Just swim back to the mainland.
Look, I'm going to predict that we're going to get to the end of this season and Porn Stash, we will have seen him interacting with her and we'll be like, I love Rocky. I love this guy.
I feel like if Rocky and Tiffany end up together, Tiffany ends up with another child. Maybe he's just young at heart. I'm young at heart. I get that. But I don't know. But no on Carlo. No on Carlo. No. Well, maybe this is why we're not seeing the extras a lot because they all suck. Except for maybe Jay, who we're about to finally find the hottest dude that Liz and I spotted on night 1 and then could not find him again. He's back. He's back in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, and he is back and beautiful. Oh my gosh.
He was at the compatibility challenge, right?
He had that little white shirt on. He had it kind of tucked up. Yes, he is very cute. And he was at the compatibility challenge. He said max 3 kids and did an exclamation point and they thought it said 31. And he wrote baby factory on it, but he's so tall. His bone structure, like his cheeks, he has these high cheekbones. He looks like a model. He's so cute. Why aren't we seeing more of him? He's so cute.
I don't know. We're not seeing a lot of some of these, I guess you're calling them extras. And there's some really beautiful people. Like you get glimpses of them and I'm like, what's going on over there with this person? And nothing.
Man, I just want to see more Jay. Somebody go talk to Jay. Maybe he's just too pretty to talk to. They're just all really nervous because he's so pretty.
They need to put Jay in the core group. He needs to be in the core group where he is front and center every episode.
He just stops the show whenever he pops up on the screen. I was so excited. I took a picture and texted Liz. I was like, he's back. Oh, so cute. Anyway, I digress. I think they said his name is Jay. They didn't have a Chiron on it, so it sounded like Jay or Jake or Sean, but I'm going to go with Jay.
We'll just call him Jay.
He's so tall. Anyway, moving past that. Tiffany, put down the Carlo, put down the porn stash, and walk towards Jay. Just walk. That was very cute. He looks very nice.
Lauren says so.
Mm-hmm. That's my advice.
Yes.
Sorry, Rob is not looking as great now that we have Jay back in the mix. Now that we have found the handsome lost man, Rob just looks puny.
I still think Rob is handsome.
I'm just like, I'm not feeling it because we go from Jay to Rob and Jennifer. And Jennifer says the bugs are eating her alive. I feel you. They eat me alive. I don't know if it's because I'm diabetic and just extra sweet, but they're always all over me. Mosquitoes especially.
Yeah, I don't have that problem, but I do remember listening to a DJ one time talking about it on a radio show, and he said only 1 out of 10 people get bothered by mosquitoes.
Man, well, I think I am taking it up for everybody around because I'm just like a mosquito magnet. But Jen, bugs are eating her alive. And she and Rob are very flirty. They had a great time last night. Now, Dee and I had to go do something. We had to time travel back to last week and look at the clips. I had this strong feeling that the editors were pulling something over on us. And not only does it appear they were pulling something over on us, they have now edited last week's episode to get rid of the part where you see Rob and Jen just going at it with blurs. Like the part where it looks like he's getting it in. It's gone. It is not in the episode anymore.
And we definitely saw that last week. We were even talking about the size of the blurs.
Everybody saw it last week. You guys all saw it last week. Not there. And I watched it on my DVR on YouTube and it's gone. So yeah, we went back and we compared. That night, Jen was wearing this coral long dress. It had like a halter top. And then Rob was wearing black pants and a white t-shirt. And he had a puka shell necklace on, a watch. She had on this like on her left hand. It was like a black and gold, like almost like a triple bracelet.
Yeah, like a bangle or something.
So she's wearing that at the club. She's wearing that on the bus. She's wearing that when they're talking about going to play Nintendo. She's wearing that walking back to Rob's room. They go to Rob's room. She's wearing that in Rob's room. And then we go to a commercial. When we come back, we see her in a gray, like jersey knit dress with a swimsuit underneath, and he's wearing yellow swim trunks and a white shirt. As far as the jewelry, she has on a black bracelet. He has taken off his puka shell necklace and his watch. Now, I get taking off the watch if you're about to go swimming, but puka shell necklaces, that's beach and water friendly. People wear those in the water. So I'm thinking we have 2 different nights. We're also in Jen's room when we come back, which she does say to Cortney, we went back to my room. I think this is all part of the edit though. She's saying that they didn't kiss on the first night. She's saying they didn't do anything. They just cuddled. He was respectful. I think the editors are trying to pull one over on us. What do you think?
I don't know what to think. All I know is we saw that part last week's episode and it's not in this week's episode.
We do not see them kissing when she's wearing the coral. We see her give him a kiss on the forehead. We see the Nintendo when she's in that coral dress. We don't see them kissing.
No.
When they're kissing, they have totally different outfits on.
And
different jewelry.
And it is possible, when they went back to her room that they changed into more comfortable clothes. That's a possibility. I can't explain the jewelry situation. I can't explain why the scene that we saw last week is not there now.
Or why they're saying they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which I think it's that it. And those contracts that are signed for reality TV, they say that they can edit you in any way they want to, regardless of if it's true or not. I just wonder if somebody made such a big fuss out of this edit that they decide to go back and remove it. They don't have to. I mean, contractually, you're signing your rights away. Now, this isn't either of their first time on the show either. So maybe one of them did have an entertainment lawyer. Maybe some different terms were added into the contract and they went back and pointed it out and that was removed. I'm just thinking it has something to do with them not liking that portrayal that they were given, because obviously this is a very edited scene. They may not have had to do it, but they did. They went back and they got rid of the nudie parts.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a real piece together. The editors are playing tricks on us. But yeah, now that Jay is in the picture, Rob's looking like a little wet squirrel.
Not cool. I like Rob. I still think he's handsome.
Now, Jennifer says at first she saw red flags with him. She thought he was a player. Then she realized he's a gamer. And she was like, oh, I like to play that way.
Mm-hmm. I think he's been really good. I haven't really seen him being a player so far this season on this show.
Now, he's married and he tells her at this point, another reason I think that this is edited. Jennifer is not one to hold back. Had she gone all the way with him the night before and he just tells her that he's married now, I feel like that would be a violation. She wouldn't be consenting to being with a married man. I think she would have gone off on him about what they did the night before. They were all alone except for the cameras. I think she would have completely flattened him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I do think, besides the visual proof we have, I think this is just more evidence that they didn't have sex the first night. They probably didn't even kiss the first night. It's that it. But she's not sure. It leaves her on the fence. Here's him say, Rob says, I'm done. It's all but the legal part. But this puts her back on the fence.
Yeah, she does not like the fact that he's still married legally, even though he is no longer with that person. He's telling her that it's over. The fact that he's married is a big deal to her.
And I think I'm on Team Jen here. I mean, move past what you have before you move on to the next thing. Even if it's just the legal stuff. I mean, here in South Carolina, and this is not legal advice, but if you had a no-fault divorce and then you start hooking up with somebody before that process is over, it might switch to a fault divorce. It might switch to adultery. So, gosh, I'm just hoping that, I don't know what the laws are where Rob's getting divorced, but in my head, I'm just imagining Jen getting pulled as a witness into their divorce case to testify about what's going on. And maybe that's why they cut it from the edit. Maybe Rob was like, oh my gosh, I'm still in the process of getting divorced.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. I'm wondering if he didn't think it was going to be over with before the show started. So he just kind of had to go with,
don't apply. Just like get past what you're in the middle of before you drag somebody else into it. And I get it. It's a long time, but it takes time to wrap up those loose ends of the marriage. You don't need somebody with you while you're fighting with your ex over asset.
Well, I'm sure the show saw it as a way to add some drama.
Oh, definitely. A lot of people don't follow that advice. It's just, it's good to have some time to yourself. It's good to reestablish your equilibrium after a breakup. So I get it. I get Jen's hesitation here. I do not get her running into the arms of Cole. I would just run away at this point. Like, there's nobody for me here. At least I had fun drinking and hanging out in the pool with Cortney. That's where I would be.
Well, I think it was awesome that he told her.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he acted like people don't need to know. But I think that does show that he has feelings for her and he's trying to be fair.
He didn't want to be misleading. He wanted her to know up front.
Which is good. And yes, I do think it was up front. I really think the editors are pulling it over on us here. Now, this show's all about the games. We got more games. We've got a little competition about to go down. And this is where all of a sudden I'm seeing Gilligan's Island play out. Yes, we had Mr. and Mrs. Howell Mr. and Mrs. Thurston Howell and Lovey when we were playing the last game, and Usman and Cortney were saying, oh, yes, it's all about the money, honey. Now we've got Gilligan, straight up Gilligan with his white hat, meet Tim. What is he wearing? I mean, not that I haven't said that before, but usually he's got like this Cam Newton kind of cool, outrageous vibe going on. He's got a straight up Gilligan hat. That's fuzzy.
Yeah, I thought it kind of was reminiscent of some of the golf hats I used to see my dad wear.
Oh my gosh. Yes. My grandfather wore those.
Yeah.
Oh, Tims. Little Timmies. And then Colt is giving Skipper vibes. The way his outfit, he's like, the way it fits him, that's how the Skipper's outfit fit him. The Skipper had that blue shirt and it fit him very similarly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very nautical looking what he's wearing.
He's got the red instead of the blue. But, oh man, he has given the Skipper vibes. Elise, ginger, all the way. She's got that kind of sexy, ooh, I'm ginger.
Yes, she does, now that you mention it.
Breathy voice. Tim, I'm going to pop your balloon.
Yes, with her ass, because she loves putting her ass in the
air. Gilligan's all about that.
At every opportunity.
Gilligan's eyes are about to pop out of his head when he sees Ginger coming up.
Yeah, Tim was like, yeah, I haven't really gotten a lot of action here lately. I'll let her grind her hips on me.
And then the professor, even though he's dumb as a brick, Cole, just, I don't know. I didn't know who to pick for the professor.
We'll let it be Cole.
It's just Cole.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. And Dee, you get to be Marianne because you don't want to be on film. So if anybody is watching on YouTube, you will see our Gilligan's Island Hunt for Love cast, and Dee is Marianne. So the games that they play, we've got the balloon burst. We've got the kiss card. I called that suck and blow.
I heard Tiffany talking to someone, and I think they were calling it a stamp game or something with stamps.
What are we stamping people with? I used to call that suck and blow. And then the last game was like this water bucket brigade challenge. So have you played any of these games before?
No, I don't recall ever playing any of them.
I have played the balloon one, but there was not water involved. When I was in 7th grade at a Halloween party, my Catholic school class, they wanted to play suck and blow, and I was too grossed out. I was like, "Ooh, boys." So I did not play, but I was standing there watching my friends play suck and blow with the cards. And then now the water bucket brigade, I'm just gonna have to add that to my next party games.
It would be interesting.
But the balloon burst, we played this at my friend David's house. When he got his house, he had all of our friends over, and we definitely played this game. It just really reminded me of that day. My friend Andrew, he was drinking a bunch of mini Fireball bottles and hiding them around David's house. So that was a really good time. Throwback memories. But Jen and Rob, they had it down. They knew how to bust those balloons with their hips. That was brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, it was over in no time as far as their team.
Yeah. And team 2, they won. So that's going to be Colt, Chantel, Rob, and Jennifer. So the 4 of them are together on team 2. Now, Gilligan, Tim, he is railing Ginger Elise. He is just slapping his balls into her ass, trying to pop those balloons. And she is pushing it back on him. Tim, he's got a crush now.
He's full-fledged crushing on her right now.
Like a dog with a bone.
And he likes her personality. He finds her kind of hot.
Yeah, he likes her personality a lot. That's this game really showed her personality to Tim.
Yeah, it's not always about that bass.
I was afraid he was going to break a hip. He looks like Gilligan, but also I'm getting the Weekend at Bernie vibes. He looks like Bernie. He looks,
oh my gosh, yes,
dead.
Maybe we should have went with Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh my gosh. Especially when they're doing the suck and blow part and he's like passing the card over to Cole and his cheeks are all sucked in. Corpse corpse vibes all day.
Well, and they had some pretty good distance between each one of those players on that card game. I thought when it was played, it was usually fairly close. They were having to run like 3 or 4 feet to get to the other teammate to pass the card off.
So the rule was no hands, and Cortney's hands are all over Usman.
They're everywhere.
She's like touching the card, touching his face, touching his chest.
She's completely filling him up.
No hands, honey. No hands. Get him back. But Elise, she's a great sucker. Even
That's
though
what she says.
Even though she's a great sucker. And Cole is staring her down when she says that. She's like, I'm a great sucker. And she's laughing. And Cole, he's not looking at Jennifer at all. He is, hey, Elise, what's up?
What you doing?
How you doing? Yeah, that she doesn't win. Team 2 wins again because you know who sucks the most? Robin, Jennifer, and Cole and Chantel. They suck the most. So they've got 2 points. Everybody else has none. But what a coinky dink. Game 3, it's worth 2 points. Game 3 is the water bucket brigade. They've got these painter's buckets filled with water. They're sitting in a line. They're not supposed to look back, even though nobody can follow that rule. And you pass the bucket over your head, pour the water into the person's bucket, hopefully behind you, all the way back. The last person pours it in an empty bucket behind their chair. So,
and the winner is the one with the most water at the end of the brigade.
The most water in the bucket. Because if it was the most water on you, Colt would have won that. He gave himself a shower with that bucket.
And I have to say, who the hell put him at the back? Like, he would have been the least one out of the 4 of them to be the one responsible for pouring it over their head and getting it in that last bucket.
Oh my gosh. Tiffany is not having half these guys at her house. She says that Chad, for fuck's sake, Chad just pours the whole bucket of water.
He missed the whole damn bucket.
Whole bucket. She's like, I'm not having him at my house. I have a boy. He's not getting anywhere near my bathroom. Well, at least he didn't get any water on himself. When Chad poured it in the floor, okay, not in the bucket, but all around the bucket, he did not pour it all over himself. Freaking Colt R. Kelly over here is pouring it all over himself. He's not just missing the toilet. He's like peeing in his own face.
I think he probably thought maybe he had an opportunity to do that cool flash dance scene in front of Cortney, thinking that,
shaking his head.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. These guys, their aim so bad. Oh, Elise, this is why you have the girl in the back. Elise doesn't spill a drop.
She
gets
not.
Every bit of it in that hole.
She did amazing.
She's a great sucker and she's got great aim.
Yep.
Tim's crushing hard.
Yep. He is like, yeah.
So Elise takes one for the team. Team 3 ties with Team 2. Team 2's got 2 points. Team 3 won the water bucket brigade, so they have 2. So what should we do to decide who wins? We're in a predicament now.
Now we have to do a tiebreaker. So they're going to have to pick 2 people from each team and have a kiss-off between the 2 of them.
And Colt's ready to go. I got this, man. Put me in the game, coach.
And everybody on the team, including us, thought, oh my God, not Colt. But it's not that he's going to be the one kissing. He's got a brilliant idea.
Well, actually, Rob, he goes, I don't know. Colt might be a sweet kisser. I'm not going to judge here. Let's see what this man's got going on.
Good point.
Rob's giving him some cred. He was like, yeah, go for it, man. I thought I was a good kisser, but dang.
If you got it, you got it.
I mean, Rob did almost get us pregnant off the kiss the first night.
That was a hot, steamy.
Damn.
Yeah.
And there's an opportunity for Rob and Elise to both be in this so we can see who is really pulling that weight. Because Elise is on Team 3 and Rob is on Team 2. Now Cole is on Team 3 and Jennifer and Rob are on Team 2. So Cole's a little worried. He's all up in his feelings about this girl he likes.
Yeah. And Rob, he's wanting it. He is wanting him and Jen to do that kiss right there in front of Cole so Cole can see it. There's nothing he can do about it because, hey, it's the game.
Absolutely. I mean, he wanted to beat all the teams at this. He wanted to just make a run for it, just to kind of rub in Cole's face that he came to Jen's rescue and saved the day and won the game. But go ahead, tell us about the brilliant idea.
So Colt's brilliant idea is to put the two girls out there, Chantel and Jen. Let's have the girls kissing. Nobody's going to beat that.
I totally missed that was his idea, but Chantel was saying, I'm not a public kisser. I don't know. And I completely forgot about Ashley until this point, that she had that
kissed
girl.
The girl and liked it.
Yes. And I think she was just nervous to kiss Jen. Because Jen is very pretty.
It did not show. It did not show that she was nervous at all.
Well, Jen was climbing her like a tree. I mean, the first thing when they start kissing, Jen gets in Chantel's lap and she is eating her face off. She's licking everywhere, like face, mouth, neck. She's riding her. And this is the point that Jake wakes up and walks in. He's like, hey, mommy, what are you watching?
Oh, shit.
And then he has no interest in it at all. He goes and puts his Nintendo on the thing, and there goes my show. So I had to go finish the rest elsewhere.
It's just a mouthwash commercial. Go back to bed, Jake.
I'm just like, this is gross, Jake. Look, they're gross. Why are they licking each other? Ew. And he's just like, no, Mom, I just want to play Mario. Go watch your show somewhere else. So, yeah. They are so steamy.
They got it. Yeah, they are so steamy. There's clips of guys standing that are watching, and they are covering up their privates.
By guys, you mean Usman. And once a week, Usman, he's like, I've never seen this in real life.
He was getting like right in front of them so he could have a front row view. I think Tim may have brought a chair up to watch some of it. I mean, these guys are like...
Tim wanted to be Tessa. So Elise is making out with Tessa from Team 3. Tim is just like, damn, wish I could have made out with her. Because Tim was on Team 3 too.
Right.
He was hoping for the win.
Nobody was paying attention to Elise and Tessa. I'm sorry. Chantel and Jen's kiss was just like orgasmic for those guys.
And Rob, when they're finished, he goes, y'all were sexy. He tells that to Jen and Chantel. He says, y'all were sexy. They were all over the place. I'm sorry. They were both all over the place. Jennifer's mouth was all over Chantel. It was all over the place.
I don't think it was the same reference as you're making.
Well, they were not just kissing lips. They were kissing everything. They were giving like
they needed a
bath
room
with her tongue.
They needed a room. They needed a room.
I don't know. They needed something to, I don't know. It's just, yeah, sponge bath with tongue. That's what I saw.
Well, the guys were all liking it. They were. For sure.
And like Colt said, there's no losers here. No losers here. So all the ladies win. It's a tie 4 ways. And since the girls put their money where their mouth is, put something where their mouth is, they all get a bottle of champagne and they all get to pick a romantic date. So what a crinky dink. We've got Jennifer having to pick a date. Who is she going to pick? She's got Rob, who was on Team 2 with her, who worked really hard to win. And then she's got Cole. And then really, I mean, she has the pick of the bunch, whoever she wants. She could go pick Jay. I would have picked Jay, but
I don't think Jay was there.
Yeah, he was.
He was on one of those teams?
He sure was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. He was wearing this white shirt and it was kind of like tucked up. Yeah, he was looking good. He was the front. He was the first bucket. So they didn't trust him with the aim either. He's kind of tall, though. So, you know, it's probably better to have someone trying to catch it instead of him trying to make that last hole from a taller height. You probably want the person at the end to be the shortest, to have the lowest center of gravity. That's what I would think. But
gotcha.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yes,
anyway,
Jay was there and she did not pick Jay. She picked Cole. Like, it's not just Cole or Rob. Whatever. Go make little bouquets of roses out of all of his red flags. Now we've got Chantel. And Chantel, I thought she was about to ask out Jen.
Did too, the way that she built up to it.
Oh, yeah, that edit was good. She was like, and I really liked our kiss.
But
like, oh.
I know. And I was like,
oh, do it. It's not what she does.
No, she picks Rob.
She flatters Jen and picks Rob because Rob's hot.
Yeah, she's going to liquor him up.
Jay is hot too. Open your eyes, ladies. This man is beautiful. Oh my gosh.
I just thought it was funny because she picked him and she's like, he's the most handsome guy here. I'm going to liquor him up and see what happens.
Yeah. She's learning those moves from Courtney. Courtney's like, let me teach you some things, girl. Come here.
I'm just sitting there. You go, Chantel. You go, Chantel.
Well, we know that Chantel likes the tea. She likes the drama. I think she's just wanting to know what happened in that room.
Good possibility.
I think she's taken him just to find out the deets. She wants to know how Jen gets down.
Well, you might want to take him to just find out the deets, but I have a feeling that she wants to find out some more details.
I think she wants to know how to get Jen in her room for the night.
There's that option too.
She's like, he's never going to know. He's never going to know that I'm going to steal his game. But anyway, that's Chantel. And then Elise makes Tiffany have this eat shit and die face when she picks porn stash, which, to be honest, I had the same face. What the heck?
I'm telling you, there is something with porn stash that we are not seeing. They are not showing it.
No, I'm seeing Jay and he's so beautiful. And open your eyes, ladies. He's right there. He's so handsome. I don't get it.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they're just too afraid to ask him out because he's so handsome.
Well, maybe they see him with somebody else that we're not seeing him with. And they're just like, they're made for each other. We're not going to bother him.
I like tall, dark, and handsome, which is why I like Dr. Phil. He's tall. Yeah. So this weekend, we went to the water park with my son, his friend in his class, and her parents. And my husband's bald. Her husband's bald. And I was saying, yeah, he's like Dr. Phil. And her husband was getting a kick out of it. And then he's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I've got a Dr. Phil crush. Then they walked to go get our bags. And I'm talking to the little girl's mom. And I'm like, my real crush, real celebrity crush, it's Lil Wayne. Dr. Phil's like my kink. She's like, Lil Wayne? I was like, oh yeah, his voice. Oh my gosh, yes. I was like, Rob knows all of this. And then Rob comes back. I'm like, Rob, who's my real crush? Little. And he goes, Lil Wayne. She's cheesy for wheezy. So true. But yeah, Dr. Phil, I was like, hey, I've got some mustaches left over from Jake's Mario party. But yeah, I'm cheesy for wheezy. Sorry, ADHD sidetrack. Yeah, so cheesy for wheezy. I like the tall guys. And I don't understand. I don't understand their taste in men.
I don't understand the Rocky fascination, but I am thinking that we are just not seeing something.
I'm not seeing it. Lil Wayne's not tall though. He just that voice. There's just something about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. All right. Take a cold shower after this. So we end with Jennifer and Cole's date.
And again, the red flags are all over the place. And the expression.
Jennifer is like, yes, she loves that he's obsessed with her. No, like you get a restraining order. You don't attract to that. No.
It's Jennifer. Like every single thing that she has said that she hates about her exes is in this one guy. And she's sitting here saying that she loves it. And she's constantly been complaining about it.
And he is obsessed with Tim. Like, not Tim. Sorry. He is obsessed with Rob. He cannot stop talking about Rob on the date. Like, he's so insecure. Focus on the girl in front of you. Chill out about Rob. Like, Rob plays it cool.
Yeah, he was glad that she was kissing with Chantel and not Rob. He's like, it's so good you didn't do that in front of me. Like,
oh my gosh, what do you think he's going to do if he finds out that Chantel has attraction to women? He's going to go apeshit on Chantel.
That could be next episode or one of the following episodes.
I do not like this Cole guy.
Nah, he makes these weird expressions. And when he makes them, like my insides literally cringe. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just Like,
he talks to her like a child, like you said. And then the beginning of the episode, he tells her when they're done, he's like, give me a kiss. Ew.
yeah, it's
Ew.
it's serial killer weird.
So you want her to give you a kiss because you asked for it, not because she's feeling you? Like, you guys just got in this tiff because you have anger and jealousy issues, and it's just gross. It's so gross. Ew.
Yeah, he just gives
so
me
immature.
Yeah, he just gives me a really bad vibe. It's
Same.
that gut instinct is just like blaring inside of me every time I watch him talk or I listen to him talk. I just ugh.
So let's do our top girl. Who is the top woman at this retreat? We'll say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany.
Cortney.
Oh,
I think Cortney is running the show. She may not be getting a lot of action with the guys, but I think she's got her hand in everything.
I don't think she knows what she wants.
Yeah, so I think she's having a better time, like, stirring the pot of
Courtney.
shit over here and, stir the pot of shit over there and just kind of keep the drama going.
For
and,
entertainment, she is my number one.
and drinking her shots and just, I think she's
true.
Yeah, I think she's just having a blast.
But as far as like dateable, I think the most dateable, like the best catch is Tiffany.
I love her. I love her personality. I think she's
But the one
beautiful.
I'd want to hang out with would be Chantel and Courtney. 2. There's 2.
I think
And Jennifer,
Tiffany's
because I want to
beautiful.
beat her at Mario Kart. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So the most dateable guy. I gotta
You
think
know
about this
what
for a
I'm
minute.
going to say.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Jay.
Rob.
And we don't even know Jay, which is probably why he's the most dateable, because they haven't shown us his true side, except he's beautiful.
Still like Rob. I know he's married, but I still like him.
You know he's married, and you know that he's apparently toxic, which we're going to have to watch. We'll have to go back and recap his season of 90 Day after this.
I've been watching him on Between the Sheets too, and his
Yeah.
personality is hilarious. I like him. I don't see anything bad about him.
I haven't seen him on Between the Sheets. But we'll have to go back. We'll have to go back and watch his season.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
I need to know what's happening.
Because
I don't love him, but I don't hate him. I mean, I was feeling a lot different last week before I saw Jay walk back in the picture. And now I got a one-track mind. Jay.
Well, maybe they need to focus some on these extras then.
Well, I'm definitely excited for next week. So Saturday, we will have our True Crime Saturday. And we also want to announce our appreciation for the channel surfers. We've been doing this for 2 months now. We are having such a great time, and we appreciate the time that you've taken to join the Facebook group, to leave us reviews on Apple Podcasts, to give us ratings. It just means so much. We put so much into this, and to see that it's reaching people, it keeps us going, really. So because you're giving us a chance, we want to give you a chance. We're going to have 2 contests. We're going to do the drawing on September 1st. And this is going to be for everyone who has already left a 5-star review and a written rating. So on Apple Podcasts, you have to leave the written rating so we can see who it's from. But everybody who's done it so far, and everyone who does it through September 1st, you're going to be entered into drawing number 1. Drawing number 2 will be for everybody in the Facebook group. So everybody who's in there now, you're already in it. There's 35 of us. And anybody who joins before September 1st will get entered. So they're going to be $50 drawings. If you're in both the Apple Podcast 5-star review and the Facebook group, then you have 2 chances. And we will do that drawing on September 1st, and we will announce it on the show after that date, which I need to look at my calendar and tell you exactly what date that is. So, yes, we want to give you a chance to sweeten your summer, since you've given us a chance at this whole fun recapping thing. And we just thank you for taking the chance on us and being a channel surfer and joining the channel surfing family.
I think that's a great idea.
But just thanks again. Your support means so much to us. We go to bed smiling when we see you guys watching our videos or commenting on the Facebook group, or we see the reviews. It it makes our whole day.
It does. It's so appreciated. We enjoy everybody. We enjoy interacting with everybody on our Facebook page.
We're just loving the channel surfers. We love this little baby community we're creating. It's been 2 months and it's really fun to watch it grow. And just thank you. Thank you so much for giving us a chance. So that's it. That's it for this week's 90-day hunt for love on Remote Reality. If you haven't already, make sure to leave us a review. Give us some good ratings. Share. Word of mouth is the best way to let other people know about our content. We're trying to grow this little baby podcast one step at a time, and everything you're doing is just helping. So just make sure that you are following us from the podcast apps, you're liking and subscribing on the YouTube. And we've got TikTok now, Instagram. We're doing little clips from our full YouTube episodes on the TikToks and Instagrams. And then the Facebook group where we are posting the weekly menus on Thursday. Also, I think I might start maybe cooking a few of the meals and posting that on our YouTube. I'll put it in a special folder. So cooking along with me. I love to cook. I made some delicious brown butter sea salt chocolate chip cookies, which I've been eating for breakfast every day. Not great, but yeah, I thought that might be fun just to show you guys how I whip things up in the kitchen. Things from the menus.
I'd watch that.
All right. Naked. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I will be.
Lauren will not be doing it naked.
100,000 viewers. No, then we got it. Just kidding. All right. Well, thanks, guys. And we will see you on Saturday with the True Crime Saturday. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Let's ride.